Baby, let me tell you something. I said I was going to avoid this. I have so many videos in the can that I just haven't made public or uploaded or anything like that because it's just, I don't have time to do it. But I typically I'm trying to stay away from subjects like this. But I've been seeing a lot of things online on Instagram. And I don't have TikTok anymore because I deleted that. Even, they made it so hard for me to delete my TikTok, baby. Ooh. And I hope and I pray that I never deliberately clicked any agreement with their new policy. So whatever. I don't want to get off into that. But I've been seeing things online with this person, the DL Whisperer, whatever his government is. And there's an argument that's being made. Are black women jealous of trans women? And, the dolls, many of us have our own opinions about it. And our opinions based on our experiences. With women, especially black women. And I'm seeing a lot of black women who admit that they support the DL Whisperer, donated $500 of their hard-earned money to the DL Whisperer, totally sides with him now because he's transphobic and attacking trans people. He's garnered more support now because these women are looking for a savior that will come at trans women and say the things that they want to say, but they don't want to get canceled for. So everyone is getting behind him and propping him up because he is harming trans women. And this is a gay man up in lingerie, Vaseline on his lips, and a dirty do-rag. Feminine as can be, clearly wants to be. He's saying the things. And to me, it just seems like there's a segment of the black female population that is looking for someone that is transphobic, that they can hide behind, that will say all the things that they feel in their hearts. And you have to ask yourself why. Why do y'all hate trans women that much? You have to wonder, what is it? You claim you're not jealous because we want to be you. Okay. But nobody wants to be you. We are our own thing. We are our own thing. We are our own presentation. We are our own spiritual thing. You're basing it off of a very, modern binary thing, structure. We're basing our existence on universal law, on universal energy. What we are is spiritual, and we have been around as long as time, as old as this world is. We've existed since ancient times, baby. They've written about us in Greek mythology. They've sculpted it. They've painted us. They've sculpted us. You go across some of the most landmark structures around the world, and there is a depiction of both. A being with both. A trans being. We dated back to I don't want to keep talking about it, but look at the Hedras in India. Look at the eunuchs in the Bible. They're named so many different things all around the world. Every culture has their name for trans women in ancient times. But we have been here since forever. Nobody's trying to be you. We were born special. We were born embodying both. Dual energy. Two spirits. That's beautiful. That should be celebrated. That should be revered. And not for nothing, it was revered until colonialism came along. The same colonialism that y'all cry about. The same colonialism that you cry has oppressed you and your people. And you're doing the same thing. You big it up. So you claim you're not jealous. But why is it that every time a trans person is mentioned on these black blogs or any blog, it's mainly y'all in the comments being mean and evil and disrespectful? Even when a trans person is doing something noble and good, you're being mean for no reason. You know how like when y'all would talk about the girl down the block with the long, pretty, beautiful hair and the pretty face and, you know, the nice body that all the fellas are checking out, and how y'all on the sidelines hating on her for no reason? You're doing the same thing. You're jealous in both situations. Whenever you see a beautiful woman, she got her shit together, her looks together, her skin is soft, her walk is cunt, her pockets are full and paid, her family's taken care of, she has a confidence. Y'all hate her. You're jealous of her because you're not that. Now you see these trans women are out here beautiful. There are some beautiful trans women, but there has always been beautiful trans women that are women. I don't care how many times y'all call us men. That's not going to stop the world from looking at us as women. That's why y'all claim you want us to tell everybody that we're trans. You want us to divulge our identity to everyone because if not, we're tricking and fooling. You want us to tell everybody so that you feel that we're going to be demonized. But if we don't tell anyone, they look at us exactly the way we are. We're women. We have developed from what we were born as into women in the way that you do. You don't need a menstrual cycle to be a woman. You don't. You need a menstrual cycle to be a female, but even in those situations, there's so many females that don't have menstrual cycles or regular cycles or have the reproductive organs that you have, and they're females. Do you know how many females that are born with vaginas that have XY chromosomes? What are they? Do you know how many people are born with vaginas? Babies are born with vaginas but are XY chromosome beings? Y'all want to believe that biology is black and white, and it's not. It really isn't. Because if it was, there wouldn't be intersex people. There wouldn't be people with Klinefelter syndrome or Sawyer's syndrome. Or there wouldn't be all these disabilities that kids are born with. Catch that. There wouldn't be all these disabilities. We wouldn't have kids born blind or hearing impaired or missing limbs or anything like that if biology was black and white and certain. If we were supposed to be everything that y'all say a child is supposed to be born male and female with no variance in between. He or she is supposed to have 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 ears, 2 eyes. Why are there so many variations of that? Huh? Y'all are dumb. And I know the reason why you're doing it. Because you are scared. Because the way y'all say that trans women can't compete with you, will never be you, you'll never be us. How about that? And that's why you're mad. And that's why you're scared. And you'll never be us. Because what we have, you don't have. And instead of letting us live, because we mind our business, y'all bring and insert yourselves into our community, into our shit. You post us. We don't think about you unless you start with us. You insert yourself, and I'm speaking specifically to you black women, not all of you, because there are a lot of you that are beautiful human beings, that are confident, secure, nurturing, real women. I'm talking about you gutter bucket, yellow pig belly hoes that deliberately come into our community just to become a culture vulture. You insert yourself into our business to divide gay men from trans women. You do what you've always done. You do what you do amongst each other, but you do it now. You're in our community doing it. And then you have the nerve. So many of them are online now saying, how is it that whenever there's a problem in y'all's community, we get blamed? Because you're in our fucking community poking your nose in every fucking thing. From the men that deal with us, from the strife between the gay boys and the trans girls, you instigate so much of it. It's why all of y'all are in this fucking gay man's, this ag fug, this greasy lip ag fug's comments, propping him up, instigating, and having the nerve to say, we don't know why y'all hate us. We don't know why y'all think we're jealous. We don't know why you blame us and you're mad at us. It's disgusting and sick, and I'm sorry, I'm about to say something that's going to really be horrible, but I understand why men don't fuck with y'all like that. I understand why men just want to fuck y'all. Why a lot of you, and I'm going to say some fucked up things, why a lot of you have to trick these dudes into a lifelong commitment that y'all claim you don't want to have, but y'all love having baby fathers. You don't want a husband, you want baby fathers, because it validates you. I understand why people can't stand you. Because as a trans woman of color, I've seen the worst of black women. I've seen the horrible side of black females. How y'all have picked and poked trans women for the better part of 12 years now. 12 years. And you have bullied us and harmed us and instigated harm on us. And then had the nerve to go back and pretend like you were so innocent. Pretend like you were so innocent in the whole thing. It's disgusting. We have seen the most disgusting sides of black women. The most disgusting sides. I don't respect a lot of you. I respect black women and for their contributions to the world. But you bitches, you ghetto, insecure, because here's the thing, there's so many other black women that side with me. There's so many other black women. There's so many black women that are starting to see and side with trans women because they see how fucked up y'all are and how fucked up you've always been. Everybody has always had a problem with you hoes. The Latin girls have had a problem with you. The white women have had a problem with you. The Asian women have had a problem with you. The Native American women have had a problem with you. I'm sure if there were alien women, they would have a problem with you as well. Everyone has the same issue with you when you believe that another being that is feminine has proximity to motherfucking straight men, you are a problem to them. Because you can't coexist with them. Because you're insecure and jealous. Okay? Thank God there are a lot of gay men that are waking up. Because they're seeing how y'all not only have done the trans women, but how you're starting to do them. Because you think that you've gotten rid of the trans women and you have neutralized us. You dummies don't even realize that, oh, y'all worried about the DL whisperer or the DL men? I'm going to tell the trans women, all you doing, and this is what I want to say to you females. All you are doing is helping cis men, heterosexual straight men, to force us back into a closet with them. Oh yeah, we're gonna still get their money. We don't. A lot of trans women don't mind going back into a closet. A lot of trans women don't mind, fucking y'all's men all day long and going out at night and getting something to eat and going to Stop and Shop and Kroger's and all these different whatever the other big supermarkets are, and going to get their food and going back home. And in the daytime, when they want to go on vacation for 2 weeks or a week, don't mind packing their bags and going away somewhere with your man on your man's dime. We don't mind it. Many of us don't mind it. Y'all not the smartest human beings. There was a time when you were the most brilliant. You're not the smartest human beings now. Because if you were smart, a man that is a gay man, a feminine gay man, that y'all claim there's an attack on black manhood and the gay agenda, and y'all hold that near and dear to y'all's heart. That there is an attack on black men. And that y'all have waged a war on it. Oh, all these gay, bring back our men. Bring back, if everybody wants to be the girl, who's going to be the boy? Okay, just be a boy. Be a boy. Y'all don't like gay men either. But it's so funny. And you have to question that DL Whisperer embodies everything that y'all say that y'all hate about gay men. The femininity, the over-exaggeration of the mannerisms and stuff like that. But you're giving him money only because he's coming at trans women, and then you want us to believe that you're using that boy. You're setting him up. You're setting him up and using him like you've been using a lot of gay men over the last 12 years to create more dissension in our community, our LGBT community. You're doing what you all are no different than these black men that you complain about. And they're no different than the white men that they complain about. Divide and conquer. Y'all come into our community. But let me go back to my point. This man embodies everything that y'all claim that y'all hate. Whenever they post a Saucy Santana or a very feminine gay boy, y'all are in the comments going crazy reading them. But all of a sudden you want us to believe that you're not jealous, even though you're sending the same individual that you loathe and hate, and you're using him to come at us, and you're paying him, and you want us to believe that you're not jealous? And none of y'all have even done research. He used to go by DL Loverboy. He used to try to get DL men. He don't know a fuck thing about DL men. First of all, he's not no straight man that is laying with y'all or us is gonna fuck him. He's getting down low, masculine, gay men that identify as gay men that haven't had sex with a woman ever. And if they did, they haven't had sex with a woman since they were since they were experimenting in their teens or their teen years. Most of these dudes that are claiming that they're bisexual haven't touched no pussy in decades. Let me give you a piece of advice, and my gay boys, pardon me for spilling a little bit of the tea, but let me give you advice. When a man tells you that he's bisexual in the gay community, that's just code for I'm masculine, I want to be presumed as masculine, because being feminine in the gay community is a liability. Because gay men looking for men. They're not looking for men that act like women. Which is why they don't date trans women. Which is why they don't even date each other if they're too feminine. So when a gay man, literally when a man comes up to a gay man and he's uber masculine, he presents uber masculine, a lot of times it's an act. Because one of the first lessons you learn in the gay community is that being feminine is not a no-no. Being too cunt is a no-no. Being too girly is a no-no. And you're not going to get any men being feminine in the gay community. So they know first things first is, okay, they have to get their little masculine act on. And there's so many dudes that are talking about they're masculine and they're bisexual and they're this and they're that. And then that's just a play and it's an act within the gay community. Are there some genuinely masculine gay men? Yes, there's some men that are themselves. But I've come across too many gay men that are very cunt. That's just an act in order to kind of con you out of your cakes. If you know what I mean. There's so many gay men that have been tricked and fooled by gay men believing that gay man was a masculine, bisexual DL dude. And he was a flaming, ballroom, habitating queen. And you're getting all the cakes. And I don't want to say too much because it's going to get really, really problematic after that. So the DL men that the DL Whisperer claims that he knows are really just gay men pretending to be straight, trying to probably trying to get some cake. The gay boys know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell all the family business. I promise. But y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The DL Whisperer is a fraud. And I wish y'all, well, I don't really care because y'all are only trying to get to the bottom of the DL thing because of your own internalized homophobia. Period. The reason why it means so much to y'all, and this is probably why a lot of gay men are waking up, because they're starting to realize that y'all are going hard over this whole DL issue because at the bottom of it, the root of it is your own hatred for gay men. Y'all have the nerve to be in these comments talking about, we've been your biggest allies. Y'all got those talking points from dumb black men that don't know nothing about nothing. Because you haven't been no fucking ally to us, for the most part. What you've done is wanted to be nosy and poke your nose in our community, learn about the trans girls, so that you can turn on us and use it against us. I remember years ago, there was I started to kind of create this point in my last video. There was a content creator, a female content creator named Neek at Night. She had a panel and she was talking about trans surgeries. That's not a vagina. That's not a vagina. That's an inverted penis. That's an inverted penis. Like, she was just going in and she would have all these trans discussions because these bitches know, they know exactly which videos and which subjects is gonna garner the most views. We are them girls, trans women, my dolls, we are them girls. Please know that. They just want to poke their nose to get the tea and then steal our lingo, steal our makeup styling, hairs, everything. Why do you think there's so many people can't tell the difference between a trans woman and a biological female now? Because y'all have really appropriated trans aesthetic now. It's totally different from the female aesthetic. It's just a mess. And I'm telling you, in 2026, I don't want to hear y'all coming in our fucking comments talking about y'all are just so mean and this. We just want y'all, we want to learn more about y'all. Educate us. We don't know. We don't know that we're not supposed to call you men. We don't know that we're not supposed to misgender you and save it. Save it, heifer. Y'all have had 12 years to learn about us. Which is why y'all dumb now. You have had 12 fucking years. This is what, like, either y'all are the dumbest people on the earth or you're just really disingenuous. Because all that, we want to learn more, just educate us. So you have had 12 years of education about trans women. And you had more than enough time, ample enough time, to go online, to get a book, if you really were that concerned about us and wanted to know more about us and being educated about us, you would have gotten a book on biology, you would have gotten a book on gender, on sociology and gender politics and there's so many books on trans women that will help you just from a biological and a sociological standpoint. And the fact that you're still wanting to be educated 12 years later speaks to how dumb you are or how disingenuous you are. Save it. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit about, please educate us. No, bitch. You don't need to be educated about me. You've had enough time. If you really were that concerned and that really wanting to be educated, you wouldn't be in comments disrespecting trans women, demonizing us, trying to erase us. And in lying on us, talking about we're the fucking agitators. We are out here minding our fucking business. Most of y'all haven't even met a trans person. You haven't even shared a female space with a trans person. But y'all have so much anger and animosity towards us, and you want us to believe that you're not jealous? Girl, bye.